Hey there, it's Seb Frey here with another incredible episode of Seb Frey TV, wouldn't you know it? Hey, you may recall, if you're an avid watcher, that a few days back, actually on April 16th, I said that I was going to have $100 million in 3 years. And I believe that a key part of that is like acting today, behaving today as if I already had that $100 million. And I don't necessarily mean like going out and spending money like I had $100 million to spend. I mean like comporting myself in a way such that within 3 years, I'll have that $100 million, right? So being very definite in my purpose, like moving assuredly every day forward to being that person who has $100 million in their bank account. One of my personal, demons, I guess, maybe my Achilles heel, if you will, is calling the leads in my database. I used to have what's called sales call reluctance, right? So I don't like cold calling, just like having an auto dialer call hundreds or thousands of people at random. That isn't quite my bag. But, I do get a lot of inquiries into my systems. And, it's basically all on me to, follow up with these people. And a lot of these people, I would say 98% of them, they don't really respond right away or if ever. And, it can be a little bit monotonous, maybe perhaps a bit disheartening. But, I was talking to a friend of mine about this sales call reluctance thing. And I came to realize in a course of conversations with her that really my whole sales call reluctance thing is really about being made wrong, right? So so many of these leads that I get, they're just casual leads, right? I mean, maybe they're thinking about selling their house, maybe not, but they weren't necessarily expecting they would have 10 people call them 10 times in 10 days kind of a thing, right? So oftentimes when you do get a hold of these people, they tend to be kind of irate, even though, in many cases, they were, in fact, the ones requesting the information. And really, I'm doing them a favor by reaching out in a professional way to follow up with them to see if I may be of service. Because, at the end of the day, it's not about me, it's about them, right? What's the best result going to be for them? And I happen to believe that in most cases, the best result for them, if they want to sell their house, will be to work with me because I'm going to do a really good job for them. I'm going to pour my heart and soul, be very honest, have a high level of integrity and professionalism and respect for them and their needs, right? So I really feel that it's incumbent upon me, if somebody does raise their hand and say, hey, I'm thinking about selling a house, it's incumbent upon me to do them the service of trying to get in touch with them repeatedly. And hey, I get it, right? We're all busy. I'm busy, I fill out forms on the internet too, right? I have people calling me up, Most of them don't call me that often. They give up after 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but some of them call a lot, like car dealers, for example, mortgage refinance people, right? I mean, these people call a lot, and I don't call anywhere near that much. But you know what? I spent most of today calling people up. And surprise, surprise, of the 20 people or so that I followed up with, 2 of them said, yeah, you know what? I still am thinking about selling my house. One of them said, no, I already had a realtor before I even filled in that form. I was just kind of looking around. And then the other 17 just left message after less message after less message, and then lather, rinse, repeat. I'll keep on trying that. But the point is that today I am acting in the way that is consistent with somebody who has $100 million, right? They don't let their own, misgivings about calling people and disturbing them and getting yelled at or being made wrong. I'm not going to let that get in the way of my larger mission, which is to help people solve their problems when it comes to getting their home sold, right? So that is what I did today. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm sharing with you. And let me ask you this. What's your bugaboo, right? What's your demons? What's your Achilles heel? What's holding you back from getting whatever your goal is in life? I want to know. Do me a favor. Put that in the comments here on the YouTube video or on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or wherever it is that you may have picked up this video. I would really appreciate it. And of course, share it with all your friends, families, colleagues, loved ones, whoever who's thinking about buying or especially selling a home in my area. All right, that's it for this episode of Seb Frey TV. Thank you so much for watching, and I will, of course, have another episode up for you before too long.